Welcome to Selling Dreams, the podcast where your host, Freddy, takes you on a wild ride through the chaos of life, from near-death experiences to awkward encounters, in the search for love and everything in between. Freddy's got one mission: figuring out who he is, without ending up 6 feet under or in an orange jumpsuit. Buckle up for laughs, life lessons, and a whole lot of "did that really happen?" This is Selling Dreams, because chasing the dream is more dangerous than they let on.
Most of you could hear, I am on the road. I am sitting in traffic. For those of you who don't know, hey, I'm Freddy. Welcome to Selling Dreams. This was not a dream. This is episode 2. Today's topic: what happens when you meet someone, you say, hey, this is the most beautiful person you have ever met, and you'll do anything to make this person see you as a potential lover, potential mate. So I sold myself this dream. Let's call her Lynn. So first, let me describe Lynn. Lynn's racial identity is part East Indian, part Amerindian, part Spanish. Well, European Spanish. Nice salted caramel complexion. Lynn, lovely long hair, a smile that make the morning sun jealous. Gorgeous girl. She's in her early 20s. So this is how we met. I was working taxi in Trinidad here. So on all of my routes, there's women, there's whole day exposure to women. So I'm there, up and down, up and down. She lives very close to a traffic light that allows me to cross the highway. So it's like, just before traffic lights, you always have to pause. Probably spend about 5-10 minutes waiting for your turn to cross. So I'm there, and it's chill. It's me. I'm Freddy. I'm working taxi. I'm being polite to people. I mean, you people. That's what I love about taxi work, right? You get to meet a lot of people, and it's all about the fun, man. All of a sudden, I start realizing every day at the same time is this gorgeous woman well-dressed woman. I'm like, yo! And every day I will taxi. And she'll be like, no. Very soft-spoken voice. I'm like, what? Ugh. She's too nice. So back to me and Lynn. So after about a month of trying to persuade this young lady to travel with me, a day I'm coming up, I see her in her usual spot. It's the usual time. I'm like, yes. Then I see this BMW pulls up, scripts, jumps in the BMW. And I'm like, damn. Yeah, I'm driving my Corolla wagon, and you popping in Benz, BMW. I'm like, yo, alright. Player sees player, cool, no problem. But you know what? I want this girl. I like this girl. So I'm like, alright, cool, bet. And they cutting through hometown. See, it's the same BMW because there's like 3 BMWs in my town. And even though it's the beautiful, this is like 2006. So you know it's the BMW blue. But I know the decal on it because it's a business guy, young business guy who, you know, we roll in similar circles. And then I'm at his restaurant. I'm like, yo, what's up? He has a roti shop. Well, we call it a roti shop, but really it's supposed to be a Chinese restaurant he inherited, and he turned it into a roti shop. So I'm there, I'm like, no offense to anybody, but this is how we speak in Trinidad. Literally, your ethnicity is going to be your name. So everybody calls him Chin. So I pull up. He was like, yo, Freddy, what's up? I'm like, yeah, Chin, what's going on, man? I ain't want to muck with your business because, you know. But you step outside now, he say, what? You come and rob me? I said, no, brother. No. But you don't know who hearing. Let me not. I want to blow up your spot. He said, oh, all right. Let me step outside. I said, yo, I spot you on my route the other day. And you picked up the shorty. I've been trying to get shorty's attention. And lo and behold, I see you picked up shorty. He said, he described her. I'm like, yes. He said, long legs. I said, oh my Lord. He said, boy, that girl is trouble. Now, Chin, who could trouble you, boy? He's a boss. When I could drop 500 on the table, you could drop 5 grand. I say, how that is trouble? He said, don't worry. If you want, you can get a chance to find out. I'm like, get a chance to find out? He said, yeah. He said, you check me in good time. He said, because what I really pick she up to do is ready to tell her that, you know, it's over. However, you know, because I used to drop her work and stuff, she had custom. So, saying that you just work taxi, I'm going to tell her that I'm going to hire you to drop her the work. I'm like, bruh. He said, yeah, brethren. Only one thing. Brother, do not complain. I said, what? He said, partner, brother, Arima boy to Arima boy, do not call me to complain. I said, all right, bet. So like 2 days later, I get a call. Saying like, yo, Freddy, from Monday, you're gonna pick her up. Usual spot, usual time. She knows that you have to pick her up. Just make sure car is empty. Otherwise, always gonna look at paying you to pick her up, but the car full of people. I said, bet I'll work around it. Now, personally, I like working nighttime. Don't have to work the AC, place is cooler, the pace is slower. Can enjoy yourself. So I work at night, rest through the day. So now that I have something to do in the morning, other than trying to convince her to get in the car, she's going to be in the car. So I go out pick her up, I think. So first thing I do is like Mr. Lee Kim asked me to pick you up. She said, yes, I'm expecting you. Picked her up and stuff. So she sits at the back of the car and she says nothing. 1 time, 2 time, 3 time. Somewhere around the Thursday, she's like, can I sit up front? I was like, yeah, sure. Cool. See, so she's like, I know you're only driving me Monday to Friday, but are you busy Sunday? Like, no, not really. What's up? She's like, well, how much it is for you to take me to the beach and drop me back home? I was like, honestly, you can't afford me because you'd have to pay for me to be off the road for the entire day because I work on Sundays. She's like, oh, I said, but here, let's make a deal. If you bring lunch or you provide lunch, I'll drive for free. We'll go to the beach. So I was like, but where you want to go, because for those of you who don't know, Trinidad is a beautiful island filled with a lot of different types of beaches. We have the white sand beaches on the north coast, like Maracas. Also the north coast, you have the rougher beaches like Blanchisseuse and Paria. On the east coast, we have because the water is so turbulent, it usually looks brown, sandy brown, because there's a lot of sand in the water, but it's still a beautiful experience. South, you have also that brownish color because of the Orinoco River, proximity to the Orinoco River coming out of the Amazon. So you find that the water is rich in nutrients, so it's always a slight brownish color. So try that. You have a range of beaches. What you want, you can get. So she wants to go Manzanilla, the famous Manzan Beach. It's beautiful, it's very, very long, and there are a lot of private coves to go to. However, there's a particular part where the river mouth, there's a river down at the end of Manzan just before you reach Mayaro Beach, Mayaro side of the beach, where it makes there's a slight outshoot, and it acts like a private area. It's actually private property, but it's like your own island between the river and the sea. So you can bathe in the river or on land. So I told her about it. She's like, well, let's go. I did not know what I was thinking about. I didn't know. All I knew, that she's gorgeous, she's beautiful, and I'm going to spend some time with her. Now, for those of you who know Freddy, we're like a little Cub Scout now, always prepared. So I always have my go bag in my car. Your go bag has 1 rolled up jeans, 2 rolled up polos. Thank you to the Rangers for Ranger videos for showing us how to roll clothes. 2 what people consider wife beaters or vests. 1 normal boxers. 1 oversized boxers with the flap in the front that doesn't stay closed. 2 towels, medium-sized towels. Prophylactics or condoms. Some lubricant. Everything a young man in his 30s is going to need to, just in case something pops off. So I picked her up and we're going to the beach. We're there talking, we're playing music, we're having fun and stuff. It's like 2 good friends just hanging out. Told me about her life, her family and stuff. I'm like, okay. She asked me about my situation, so I told her. I'm very upfront with people, fact, what's going on in my life, because like me if you do, like me if you don't, just like me, you know. But I don't like people doing but you lied to me. No, I didn't. So I was trying to be up on above. So let's get back to Linda's beach day. We get to Manzalita. I pay the entrance fee to the property, and we go and find our spot. So we're on the seaside. It's a beautiful light breeze coming off the ocean, and because my vehicle's a wagon, I got blankets, stuff. So I gave her some privacy for her to change. I went for a walk, I came back, and I didn't intend to bathe, but I was dressed to bathe. And she was like, what's going on? I'm like, I want you to enjoy yourself. She was like, but you brought me here to bathe by myself? I said, okay. I'll come in the water. So got into the water, we just hanging on. And then she want to play games, she want to play catch, and I'm like, all right, cool. But it was fun, I just enjoyed being in her presence. We get back to the car, we eat lunch, we go back in the water for a while, we go for a walk, and while we're walking, she wants to hold my hand. I'm like, alright, cool, we're holding hands, and I'm swinging in hands like, oh yeah, we're frolicking, yo! So she stops, and yanks me around by my hand, and so I'm like, huh? And kisses me. I'm like, what? So I don't want to be intrusive. I don't want to. So I do a light kiss. I step back. I hit it a smile. I'm like, hey, that was nice. And she's like, hope you don't run away. I'm like, why would I run away? So we continue with our little day and stuff. So it's getting a little dark. It's getting late. I'm like, alright, cool. But she's gonna change her clothes, so put the towels in the window to block off, and I hang. You don't ask why I have that in the car, but I hang a drop cloth that could come around on the 3 sides of the trunk. So it gives her a little change room there. And she's like, can you help me with this? I'm like, help you with what? I can't hook this up. I'm like, okay, cool. So I put my hand. She's like, no, you need to see what you're doing. I'm like, all right, cool. Woo. stood there staring, and she was like, what happened? I know I'm not that type of girl. You probably had better. I'm like, it's not that. I'm taken aback because, wow. She's like, wow, good thing or bad thing? It's a good thing. Freddy likes. In my mind, I'm like, dude, don't mess this up, because ain't no way this will ever happen again in life. So, started kissing. Of course, my bag is within fingertips reach. I forgot where we were. She didn't care. And we had the most erotic experience ever. Now, for a nice, quiet girl, she knows what she wants. And she knew what she was doing. I did put on a very good performance. So good that after we finished and we got dressed and we were leaving the beach, the other part showed Town Santa Grande. I was like, hey, you want to get some food? She was like, nah, I'll walk get a room at a hotel. I'm like, okay, cool. You're not going back home? She was like, nah, I want room too. I'm like, word, let's go. Hit the hotel on Picton Street. Bam. Oh my God, for my grandy peoples, you all know what I'm talking about. 2 hours gone. Bam. I'm like, oh. Twice in the same day. I'm not even thinking about tomorrow. I'm not even thinking about, yo, what's gonna happen. Continue driving home afterwards. She's hugging on my arm while I'm driving. I'm like, yo. She's like, eh. I'm like, this is you? This is you? I was like, yo. So I'm there. I started, pick up my chest. Say, boss man, you land a very sweet one. Yeah. Brethren and then go be like, that is you? I was like, yeah, that is me, man. Go back to Arima, where she's from. Where we're both from. But I had an apartment. I moved out of the zone. I got my own apartment. But it's all the way off. So I'm like, told my indicator to come over the highway to drop home. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm taking you home. She was like, what? You don't like me no more? I'm like, yeah. But don't you have to go home? You gotta go to work tomorrow or whatever. She's like, nah, I don't want to go home. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Well, what do you want to do? I'll go back to your place. Big man thing. A bird. In my place. So, here's my issue, right? When I am single, I don't need much. When I tell you my apartment is small, now it's a brethren who had the apartment. He give it up and give it to me. Brethren's like, yo, pay the rent. Try not to do no wild shit. If I sit on the edge of my bed, I can wash my hands in the kitchen sink. open the front door to the apartment. If I lean back, same spot, lean back, I could flush the toilet or turn on the shower. It's that small. I'm like, baby girl, so and so is the case. She's like, yeah, there's no problem. Now, I ain't got no stove. I got a hot plate. You university students, y'all remember them days. I got no fridge. I got an ice box, a cooler. And I would do like pick up juice and ice because I'm rarely home. I'm always on the road. If I'm not working, I'm lineman. So that's my life. I'm just partying right through. So it's like, I would then bam. Get back to my place, spend the night, then got up the next morning, took her home, back by her parents, and right. So I took her home. She got dressed, stuff, drop her to work and stuff. During the day, I got a text. Hey, what's your address for the apartment? I'm like, so I said to her, I was like, why, what's up? She's like, oh, I had some stuff that I need to get delivered, and I just want to keep it by you. I was like, all right, cool, no scene. Later on that day, landlord calls me. He's like, yo, why you only have deliveries and stuff? You only gotta let me know ahead of time. I'm like, deliveries? Oh, right, yeah. Expected 2 packages, you know, you say 2 packages, boy, you better get here. So I pull up, I'm like, dude, what's up? He's like, it's on the balcony. I'm like, on the balcony? Because, yeah, I'm on the 2nd floor. So I'm going to the 2nd floor, I'm like, there's a fridge, a stove, and a washing machine. I've been driving her for a week. We spent Sunday together. This is Monday. This is when the Freddy shit happens. This is when, by whatever force of the universe that does the, hey, my boy, think you can handle that? I'm like, boy, come on, man. I'm Freddy. Anything is possible. I did nothing. So I got this stuff into the apartment. I'm like, what the hell? I said, well, you know, I gotta pick up Bird. I gotta pick up Lynn. So I gotta pick up Lynn and stuff. She's like, babes, I hope you didn't think that, you know, was a little too pretentious and anything, but you got the delivery? I was like, yeah. That was you? Alright. She's like, yeah. You know, we need to be comfortable. We can't just be there thing, plus I want to cook and stuff. I'm like, we? I'm like, okay, cool. We's not a problem, but what about your parents? And she's like, I'm a big woman, you know, my parents. Once I'm happy, my parents support me in whatever I gotta do. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, you want to live your life like that, no problem. You know, just want to double check your ID card and make sure that you're over 18, because he ain't trying to make that jail. So, let's fast forward 6 months. Beautiful relationship. My transmission in my taxi gave out. It's not the first time. In fact, that transmission been in that vehicle for about 18 months. So I'm like, alright, cool. I didn't get my transmission changed, and then my mom called me and she was like, hey, your brother told me you need to change your transmission, but Here's what's happening. I'm coming home in a couple of months to deal with the roof of the house, or the family home. Instead of borrowing money to pay your rent, because I know that's your work and everything, and I know you're living with someone, and she seems to be nice and everything, you'll go to the house, stay at the house, and when I come, we'll get the roof changed, and I'll give you money for your transmission. To get your transmission changed. I'm like, alright, cool. Bet. So call on my brother. He's living with his girlfriend and his 1-year-old son. I'm like, dude, you know, I don't want to impose, but mommy said, and he's like, yo, you have a home here no matter what. I'm like, alright, cool. So we move in, and it's a, you know, cool little family scene. Tell me why my nephew tried to steal my girl every chance he got. Come, knock on the door, push over the door, climb up on the bed, push me around, and hug up with her. I'm like, dude, we family, but nah, this is mine. So my mom is about to come home. 3 days before mom comes home, I told my girls, like, Lynn, we have a certain amount of respect for our mother, and even though she's cool with you living here, for my mental sake, let's you can stay by your parents while she's here, so because they haven't met yet. I don't know how cool my mom's gonna be, because my mom and my dad are interesting people, and I don't really let people meet my mom or dad in them days, because their mouth, they tend to say things. They tend to say what they think. No filters. So she's like, alright, cool. She understand, whatever. She don't want mommy to be uncomfortable. Alright, cool. So we'll visit and whatever. But I'll still pick you up from work, drop you off from work. We're gonna have dinner together. But at night to sleep, I'm gonna need you to be by your parents sleeping. Alright? She's like, okay, cool. I didn't know my sister was coming home. My sister does not look like my brother and I. My mom got 3 kids of mixed heritage. And each child is a different shade and actually look like one of the ethnicities that we're all 3 are part of. Meaning, even though I'm the oldest, I'm in the middle. I identify more with my Amerindian roots or my native roots, indigenous roots. My brother is more Afrocentric. He's darker. Not by much, but he's Rastafarian also. My sister identifies more with the Euro side of us, the European side of us, because our grandfather was a Spaniard from Spain. And she is a lot lighter than me. Her hair texture, everything is different. In Trinidad, it's that red girl. So mom says Lance moving about, doing stuff. I'm busy trying to get contractors. We're trying to deal with the roof. We're trying to get things done. My sister and I don't always see eye to eye. We usually have big arguments and stuff, but Lynn hasn't met her yet. Lynn met mom because a couple of times at the house, my sister wasn't around, and I don't think I ever mentioned to her that Black came. Somebody saw me driving around my sister in my car, or my sister was driving my car. The car was down, so I think I was using a rental. So mommy and them gotta get stuff done, so I'm using a rental, and that's the car of my sister because she can't drive my car because of age and my transmission's down. So my sister is using the car that we rented. Lynn knows the car because that's the car I drop her home with. Tell me why black people don't mind their business. They try that we say they're fast. Some girl or girl call my woman to show she that I am driving wrong with another red woman. My girl's a red woman. But red woman don't like red woman. She come home and starts to argue. And argue and argue and argue. And she started putting things in the bedroom and like, what happened? After all I've done for you, oh, you're gonna be like, what? Pull from a hunting knife. Chop, slash, 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 chop, chop, slash, slash. Me being a little more skillful, took my pillow and I defended myself. My pillow fell in a barrage of stabbing and slashing. Lynn was shitting pissed. Mommy was home. Lynn runs after me. I run outside. I'm like, I ain't gonna hit no one. So I'm outside and I'm trying to calm her down. And I knocked the hunter knife out of her hand. And she's there and she's there. And my mom comes, what happened? And calm her down thing. She said, he's driving around with a red woman in the car. Eh? You told me that I can't be here because all the respect for your mom and thing. But you're cheating with some other girl? I even heard the girl was here. I was like, what girl? Guess who comes jumping out of another taxi? Like it's nobody's business. She jumps out and all I hear is, hey, what y'all doing? Ooh, this was Lynn. Hi, beautiful. Ooh, I love your hair. I have the same problem. Mine's a little lighter and she's playing with Lynn and Lynn's there with her mouth open. And Lynn is like, what the hell is this? You brought this bitch here? And then my sister is totally clueless when she's ready. My sister's like, all right. And she grabs her hand and is walking inside and then stop like, oh, nobody told you. Hi, I'm Blair. I'm Jared's sister. I'm Freddy's sister. I'm like, that's who you're talking about? She's like, huh? You have a sister? I'm like, I have plenty of sisters. This just happens to be one that I shared a room with. She's like, you didn't tell her. Mom had to calm down and explain to her. By this time, I'm out. It does not take much to convince me that I need not to be in that relationship. That dream, I sold that dream to another guy. I'm like, listen, gorgeous, I'll check for you. I can't have somebody who responds to situations like that. I'm sorry. My doctor told me I am highly allergic to bullets and chopping wounds. Try not to get any. Okay? And I ain't going through this. So I'm like, baby, girl, hey, let's grab some dinner and I'll drop you home. We grab dinner thing. But a nice little teddy bear, gotta calm down, when she got out of the car, I was like, hey, this ain't working out. She's like, what do you mean? I was like, yeah, so you want me to drop the stuff back for you? Or, in fact, I'll organize a truck. Man, I got his stuff out of my apartment. Because it wasn't the apartment anymore. Remember, we moved to by my mom. I dropped her stuff back so fast. Oh, Lord. I saw her the other day. She has a beautiful daughter. I don't think she recognizes me because I've put on a lot of weight since those days. And my facial features have changed. A lot of people from my past don't recognize me. That's why the joys of being Freddy. But the saga of Lynn, as I got pictures, oh, I still dream about Lynn. The good dreams. But it's been 16 years. Yeah, 16 years. And I don't regret the relationship. I don't regret calling it off. But fellas, before others see that beautiful woman and say, hey, Lord, I meet my future wife. Literally take time to do. I know I sound hypocritical for those of you who know me, because it's the one thing I never do. But please, really, really, oh boy, save yourself some heartache. Take time to know. Dreamers, I will be posting more content. I'm gonna have to do it like this for a while. I finally get brave to come online. I show my face. Remember, life is about dreaming, and as Steve Harvey usually says, dreams are common attractions of your life. It is how you interpret it, or how you seek to accomplish that dream, that's gonna make the difference in your life. But you know me, I still there, you know. I always telling myself a dream. This is one of my dreams, and I'm still accomplishing it. One episode at a time. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Hopefully we're gonna be on all streaming platforms. I have to clean up the audio. Do some editing, clean up the audio. Thanks for sharing your time with me. I'm still in traffic. OMG. Probably another hour again to get to work. So this is your host, Freddy. Out here selling dreams. Later.